shut up like a telescope. I think I could, if only I knew how to begin. Well, that certainly wasn't there before. Doesn't have a label marked poison on it, so I suppose. What a curious feeling. Oh, I must be shutting up like a telescope. I only hope I don't keep on going, for it might end in my going out altogether like a candle. Oh. Well, I seem to have stopped, but... Oh no, the key! Now I'll never reach it and I'll never get into that garden. Eat me? Well, I'll eat it. If it makes me shrink, I'll be able to get under the door. If it makes me grow, I'll be able to reach the key. Either way, I'll be able to get into the garden, so I don't care which happens. Curiouser and curiouser. Now I'm opening up into the biggest telescope there ever was. Goodbye, Feeks. No, it's too bad. It's too bad. No, it's going to jump. It's going to jump about your blood pressure. Now calm down. I think you should sing the song. No. It's me. Silence. Can't you see I'm working? Now we're going to sing the song. Okay, deep breaths in. Unnecessary expense. Does not understand. Sees me only as the mother of these children. You always told me that I was your dream child. You lied to me, Charles. You made me believe that I was, but I am not. I am only a woman. And that is the thing. The eternal child. Alice in Wonderland. Alice grew up, Charles. Do you remember my 20th birthday? I came to the man. He provides for us the best he can. I am a very lucky woman. But that has been the only constant. That and my... That book. I cannot escape it. I am grateful. I am. It's just... I'm the most famous girl in the world. Everybody knows of me. But I'm the loneliest. I need you so much. I will be your Alice. I will be the child you idolised. Just do not leave me, Lewis. Downstairs? How brave of you. Well, I wouldn't say anything about it, even if I fell off the top of the roof. Wonder how many miles I've fallen by this time. I must be getting somewhere near the centre of the earth. Now let's see, that's about 4,000 miles down, I think. Yes, that's about the right distance. But I wonder what latitude or longitude I've got to. I wonder if I shall fall right through the earth. How funny it just seems to come out among the people who walk with their heads downwards. The antipathies, I think. But I shall have to ask them what the name of the country is, you know. Please, Mum, is this New Zealand or Australia? What an ignorant little thing she'll think me for asking. No, it will never do to ask. Perhaps I should see it written up somewhere. What are you? I mean, who are you? Oh, don't be silly. Oh, you're still here. I beg your pardon, but are you a caterpillar? You're rather large to be a caterpillar, if you don't mind me saying.
Who are you?
I hardly know, sir, just at present. I know who I was this morning, but I think I must have changed several times since then.
I know just how you feel, my dear.
Do you? How?
So many questions for one so young. Tell me, where is it you think you are?
Couldn't begin to imagine.
Try.
Well, it's like nowhere I've ever been before. To start with, I'm having conversations with a caterpillar. That's rather strange, don't you think?
Not especially, no, with me being a caterpillar and all. Tell me, where is it you would prefer to be?
Well, I should very much like to go home if it's not too much trouble.
And miss all the fun?
What fun?
I'm just a caterpillar sitting on a mushroom. I'm just a caterpillar sitting on a mushroom. Who are you?
Well, don't you think you ought to tell me who you are first?
Why? I'm just a caterpillar. Come back! I have something important to say. Keep your temper.
Is that all?
Oh, my Alice. It's wonderful to see you. It's been so long. How is your family? You are well, I hope.
Yes, Charles, I
I'm not so well as you can see, but my doctors hope I will be better soon. time well again when we go on a boat trip as we used to?
Yes.
That is not said right.
No, I'm afraid it's not quite right. All the words have been altered.
Wrong from beginning to end. What size do you want to be?
Well, I'm not particular as to size. One just doesn't like changing so often.
One side will make you grow taller. The other side will make you grow shorter.
One side of what? The other side of what? Come, that's half my plan done now. How puzzling all these changes are. I never know what I'm going to be from 1 minute to the next. However, now back to my original size, the next thing to do is to get into that garden. How's that to be done, I wonder? For the Duchess, an invitation from the Queen to the garden party. From the Queen, an invitation to the Duchess for the garden party. For the Duchess, an invitation from the Queen. How peculiar. Please, could you tell me why your cat's grinning like that?
It's a Cheshire cat, and that's why. Pig!
Well, I didn't know that Cheshire cats always grinned. In fact, I didn't know that cats could grin.
They all can, and most of them do.
Well, I don't know anything, do.
You don't know much, and that's a fact. Perhaps you should mind your own business. If everybody minded their own business, the world would go around a great deal quicker than it does.
Which would not be an advantage. You see, the Earth takes 24 hours to turn on its axis.
Speaking of axes, chop off her head. Speak roughly to your little girl and beat her when she sneezes. She only does it to annoy, because she knows it teases. I speak severely to my girl. I beat her when she sneezes, for she can thoroughly enjoy the pepper when she pleases. Here, you make her for a bit if you like. I must go ready for the Queen's garden party.
I don't take this child away with me. They're sure to kill her in a day or two. Wouldn't it be murder to leave it behind? Don't grunt. That's not at all a proper way of expressing yourself. If you're going to turn into a pig, my dear, I'll have nothing more to do with you. Cheshire Puss, can you tell me which way I ought to go from here?
Well, that depends a good deal on where you want to get to.
Well, I don't very much care
Then
where,
it doesn't
just as
matter
long
which
as I
way
get
you go.
somewhere.
You're sure enough to do that, so long as you walk far enough.
Well, what sort of people live around here?
In that direction lives a hatter, and in that direction lives a hare. They're both mad. We're all mad around here. I'm mad, you're mad.
How do you know I'm mad?
You must be, otherwise you wouldn't have come here.
And how do you know that you're mad?
To begin with, a dog's not mad. You grant that?
Suppose so.
Well then, a dog growls when it's angry and wags its tail when it's pleased, whereas I growl when I'm pleased and wag my tail when I'm angry. Therefore, I'm mad. Call it what you like. Are you going to the Queen's garden party? Oh, you shall see me there. By the by, I'd nearly forgotten to ask. Whatever happened to the child?
She turned into a pig.
Ah! Did you say pig or fig?
I said pig, and I do wish you wouldn't keep vanishing and reappearing so suddenly. You make one quite giddy.
All right.
I've often seen a cat without a grin, but a grin without a cat is the most curious thing I ever saw. Suppose it should be mad after all. I almost wish I'd gone to see the Hatter instead.
No room! No room! No what you are making.
Guys, I feel a bit quiet now!
Don't only shout. Have some wine.
Oh, thank you. I don't see any wine.
Yeah, there isn't any.
But it wasn't very civil of you to offer it.
Well, it wasn't very civil of you to come in without being invited.
I didn't know it was your table. It's laid for a great many more than this.
Your hair wants cutting.
You shouldn't make personal remarks. It's very rude.
What are you talking about? Why are you whispering? Why is a raven like a writing desk?
I believe I can answer that.
Oh, do you mean you think you can find out the answer to it?
I think
Then you should say what you mean.
so. I do. At least I mean what I say. That's the same thing, you know.
Not the same thing a bit. You might as well say, I see what I eat. It's the same as I eat what I see. You might as well say that if I get what I like, it's the same thing as I like what I get.
You might as well say that I breathe when I sleep. It's the same thing as I sleep when I breathe.
It is the same thing with you. What day of the month is it?
4.
2 days wrong. I told you butter wouldn't suit the word. This is the best butter, you know. You shouldn't have put it in with a bread knife. Yes, but it was the best butter, you know.
They've kidnapped me. I've been tortured, slaughtered,
Have you guessed the rule yet?
No, I give up. What's the answer?
I haven't the slightest idea. No,
I think you can find better things to do with your time than asking riddles with no answers.
Don't be so ridiculous. Yes. If you knew time as well as I did, you wouldn't talk about wasting it.
I don't understand.
Of course you don't. I dare say you've ever spoken to time.
Perhaps not, but I know I have to beat time when I learn music.
Ah, that explains it. For time won't stand for a meeting. If you're only civil to time, do almost anything you liked. Say it were 9 o'clock in the morning. Just time to start lessons. You'd only have to whisper a hint to time, and round would go the hands in a twinkling. 1:30. Time for dinner. We quarrelled last March. Just before we went bad, you know. Why are you still here? Why are you still here? It was at the great concert, given by the Queen of Hearts, and I had to sing. Yes, I had to sing. Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder where you're at.
I've heard something like it.
Get on, you know, in this way. Up above, the world so high, like a tea tray in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle. I barely finished the first verse, and the Queen of Hearts jumped up and shouted out, "He's murdering time! Off with his head!" And ever since that, time won't do a thing I ask,
It's always 6 o'clock now.
I'm getting tired of this.
Over, the young lady tells us a story.
I don't know any stories.
Well, then the dormouse shall wave the dormouse.
I heard every word you fellows were saying.
Tell us a story.
Yes, please do.
And be quick about it or it'll be finished before you're asleep.
Once upon a time there were 3 little sisters and their names were Elsie, Lacey and Tilly, and they lived down the well.
What did they live on?
Treacle!
They couldn't have done that, you know. They'd have been ill.
So they were. Very ill.
Well, why did they live at the bottom of a well?
You be quiet. Have some more tea.
I haven't had any tea yet, so I can't very well have any more.
I mean, you can't very well have less. It's very easy to say more than nothing, you know.
Nobody asked for your opinion.
Who's making personal remarks now?
Why did they live at the bottom of the well?
It was a treacle well.
There's no such thing.
Well, if you can't be civil, then you better finish the story for yourself.
No, go on. Dare say there is a treacle well.
Indeed. And so, these 3 little sisters, they were learning to draw, you know.
Well, what did they draw?
Treacle!
I want a clean cup. All move!
Well, I shall never go there again. That was the most stupid tea party I've ever been to in all my life.
Where are the brushes to?
Oh, I found it. What a beautiful garden.
I thought you had them. I can't believe you've forgotten the brushes.
I wonder if they mean this brush.
We must paint these flowers before the Queen sees them. I know. It's too full. It is your fault.
Hello? Do you mean this brush?
Susan, who's what? There's someone there. Goosey, goosey, goosey. Why then? Because you forgot the brushes.
Please, don't be afraid.
What do you want?
What are you doing?
We are painting the flowers.
Why?
We must before the Queen sees them.
The Queen?
Yes. Have our head alive.
Your head?
Yes, the Queen's always chopping us heads.
What are you doing? Nothing, tra-la-la. Oh, where?
See?
Who are you?
My name is Alice, Your Majesty.
And what is an Alice?
Why, nobody really.
Nobody really. Well, for a nobody, you certainly have a lot of cheek interrupting a queen.
You're not going to chop my head off, are you?
We shall see, we shall see.
It's not very nice, you know, always chopping people's heads off.
And what would you know? You are not a queen, are you?
No, and I wouldn't want to be.
Not want to be a queen? Preposterous. It's marvellous to be queen.
Well, it doesn't seem that marvellous to me, having everyone afraid of you.
I think you're confusing fear with respect.
No, I'm quite certain I mean fear.
Well, what do you feel? Fear or respect?
Neither, I don't even know you.
I am the queen, my girl, and I demand fear. And you, my dear, are no exception. I am ruler. Of that there is no question. My royal subjects, a deck of cards, delight to wait on me, I hardly need to ask. And if I do, the penalty is quite reasonable, really. I simply order the removal of their heads. I'm queen, the queen that's me. I'm not unfair, just don't mess with me. And if you do, there'll be an execution, because to me, it's the only real solution.
She's queen, queen of all you see. She rules over you and me. If you cross her, the punishment is deadly. To her your head, then back to work.
I'm queen, the height of royalty. All around, you answer to me. And you, my dear, are no exception. I am ruler. Of that, there is no question.
Well, what about the king? Surely you can't have a queen without a king.
Of course you can't.
Well, I should very much like to meet him.
Oh, you would you? Very well. Hello, my dear. Yes, my dear. Whatever you say, my dear, yes. Who are you talking to, my dear? A very impertinent child called Alice.
But you know who I am. Why are you talking to yourself?
Have you met the queen yet?
Yes.
Do you like her?
Not really. She seems rather unhinged, but then so does everyone around here.
Who are you talking to?
A Cheshire cat.
Yes, a Cheshire cat. It may kiss my hand if it likes.
I'd rather not.
How dare you! Up with her head!
Here we go again.
Shall we go?
Please, but where am I to go to now?
Have you met Humpty Dumpty yet?
No, I haven't. Why? He looks interesting.
Not particularly, but it'll pass the time.
Very provoking to be called an egg, you know? Very!
Some eggs are very pretty, you know.
Some people have no more sense than a baby.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again.
Stand there chattering to yourself. Come here, tell me your name and your business.
My name is Alice.
Enough with your stupid name. What does it mean?
Must the name mean something?
Well, of course it must. My name means the shape I am, and the most handsome shape it is too. I have a name like yours, who might be any shape, almost. People think because I'm small, there's nothing I can do. But I don't mind at all. There's nothing wrong with being small. I can dance like the best of them, or rhythm like the rest. nothing I can do. You're wrong. You're just too tall. There's nothing wrong with being small. Why? Because there's nobody else with me, duh. You think I didn't answer that one? Ask another.
Well, don't you think it'd be safer down here on the ground? That rule's really narrow.
You do ask tremendously easy riddles, don't you? Of course I don't think so. If I ever were to fall off, which there is no chance of, but if I did fall, then the king has promised me. You may look pale if you like, but the king has promised me with his own mouth to...
Send all of his horses and all of his men?
No, I declare that's too bad! Listen indoors and behind trees and down chimneys, otherwise you couldn't have known it.
I haven't indeed, it's in a book.
Well, you may write such things in a book, my dear child. That's what they call a history of England, that is. Now, take a good look at me. I am one who has spoken with the king. But to show you that I am not proud, you may shake hands with me. Oh.
If you smile much more, the ends of your mouth might meet behind, then I don't know what would happen to your head.
I'm afraid it would fall off, yes. And all the king's horses and all the king's men. However, this conversation is moving a little too fast for me. I suggest we move back to the last remark, but one.
I'm afraid I can't quite remember it.
Oh, I have a question for you. How old did you say you were?
I'm 7 years and 6 months.
Wrong! You never said anything of the sort.
I thought you meant, how old are you?
No, if I meant it, I would have said it.
That's a beautiful belt you're wearing. I mean, it's a beautiful cravat. I mean, belt.
It's most provoking when a person doesn't know the difference between a cravat and a belt. It's a cravat, child. It was a present from the Queen of Hearts. There now, what do you say to that?
Was it really?
Yes. She gave it to me for an unbirthday present.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not offended.
No. I mean, what is an unbirthday present?
No, it's a present that is given to you when it isn't your birthday, of course.
I like birthday presents best.
You don't know what you're talking about. How many days in the year are there?
365.
How many birthdays have you?
1.
And take 1 from 365, what remains?
364, of course.
Well, there you have it! 364 days to receive unbirthday presents on.
I still don't quite understand. What a bother! I'm becoming very tired and moving so abruptly from place to place. Where can I possibly be now?
What is all this? It's no use in talking to yourself, my girl. Plain silliness. Won't have it to myself, no.
Sorry, just seems to be a habit of mine talking to myself. Did you say cell? Are you a prisoner? My name is Alice, and I'm afraid I'm very lost.
Why, you are in the place where the Queen of Hearts put all the other queens. She keeps us prisoner here. 5 months it's been. She seems to have forgotten all about us. But then, she wasn't the most intelligent of creatures.
No, she doesn't seem very kind either.
Have you met her?
Yes, I didn't think very much of her, to be honest. Where did you say I was?
Listen, child. I said you are in a cell.
Have you seen my shawl?
No, it's around your neck. Then why am I in this cell?
You must be a queen.
I'm not a queen.
I am a queen.
So am I. We're all queens here.
Well, I'm not a queen.
Would you like to be one?
No, not really.
Oh, you must be if you're here.
Yes, this is where the queens are put.
Have you
my girl, but I'm sure you're up to no good.
I assure you, Mum, I'm playing at nothing.
We shall see. I have decided to take you prisoner.
Prisoner? What for?
For usurping my authority! Take her away! Thank you.
Well, at least I'm being taken this time, not disappearing.
'Twas Brillig and the slithy toes did Gaia and Gimble in the way. All mimsy were the borough groves, and the mob raffs outbreak. Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the Jub-Jub bird, and shun the frilliest Bandersnatch. He took his vorpal sword in hand, long time the maxome foe he sought. So rested he by the tum-tum tree, and stood a while in thought. And as in uffish thought he stood, the Jabberwock with eyes of flame came whiffling through the toldy wood and burbled as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2, and through, the vorpal blade went snicker-snap. And he left it dead, and with his head he went galumphering back. And hast thou slain the Jabberwock? Come to my arms, my beamish boy, O Fravia stay, galoo, galay, he chortled in his joy. 'Twas Brillig and the slithy toves did Gaia and Gimble in the way. All mimsy were the borough groves, and the mon raffs outbreak.
You see that the child inside is moving.